Isn't Amazon a monopoly? No, more like a Walmart. It tries to monopolize by forcing prices to unsustainable levels. For some stores it succeeds and for some it gives up and leaves. How? There's hundreds of other online stores. No, you have a lot of other shopping options. They are very far from a monopoly. They are a dominating force that should be broken up, but they aren't a monopoly. For some things, maybe, they've somewhat cornered the market on ebooks, Kindle, and audiobooks, Audible, though even for those there is still some competition. For most of their other products though, there are lots of other options. They were maybe a monopoly when they first started, but weren't able to keep that status. In what way would it be a monopoly? It depends on how you measure it. Their market share for e-commerce is very high, but as a section of retail, in general, it's not monopoly status yet. That said, it's still large enough to be problematic in some situations. I'm not forced to use only Amazon. Or at all. No, Target, Walmart, and several other corporations have storefronts that compete with Amazon's. I am currently waiting for 5 days on a package that UPS said would be 2-day delivery. No, they aren't a monopoly. But I can see why they have a greater market share. No. How would it be a monopoly? There are literally tens of thousands of online shopping options. Walmart's online platform is literally the exact same thing as Amazon. Some products sold by Walmart, a majority sold by third parties. Every product Amazon makes or sells is a product made or sold by multiple different companies. 60% of products sold on Amazon are sold by third-party private sellers that use Amazon for fulfillment and advertising. To just be the biggest or the company that everyone chooses to use does not make something an illegal monopoly. It would have to have a practice which prevents other companies from being able to compete. They are big enough that I think antitrust laws should start kicking in to prevent them from getting a monopoly and break them up. And over certain specific areas like audiobooks, they nearly have a monopoly with a huge portion of the market share, and there they really should be broken up. Lol, there was an Amazon ad on this post. How is it a monopoly? You can literally shop at so many places online or in retail. I just bought some shirts from a non-Amazon company. I'm kind of sad about it because Amazon makes things so easy to purchase and ship. But I'm buying less and less off Amazon just because the products I want to buy are often not available on Amazon. I'm buying much more often from the manufacturers' websites themselves as all the products are there. Could Amazon do things to get it into monopoly trouble? I think there was some questionable behavior on the part of Amazon Basics. As an open marketplace, they have the data on what sells. Then they use that info to create an Amazon Basics product. But many retailers use that kind of tactics with in-house brands. Or if they started to have a dominant position in the shipping field, like FedEx, UPS, then they'd get into monopoly trouble. But today, no. Amazon is not a monopoly. It is far too easy to set up an online store. Amazon does not own the internet. It is far too easy to ship products. Amazon does not own FedEx, UPS, USPS. It is far too easy to pay for products online. Amazon does not own Visa, MasterCard. Amazon does not benefit from network effects like social media companies, even on some of their other businesses. It is far too easy to set up web services and cloud computing. Amazon does not own the internet. It isn't, but it is headed that way. For now it has competitors across verticals. Walmart sells online. For example, Microsoft and Apple are matching some of the web services. It did beat the living snot out of book retailers though. You could argue they were going to tank anyway. That whole industry has been shrinking for decades. I think they get away with it by taking over one particular business genre just enough to be the biggest. Then instead of complete dominance, they instead branch into another category of business instead, so they don't get destructive as a monopoly and continue growth that way. Not really? There's eBay, there's local equivalents, e.g. bol.com in the Netherlands. No, it's a place in South America. How could you possibly think that's true?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.